everybody, Keto Nomad here, and I'm cold. I'm cold. It's gonna go down to 43 here in Florida, Central Florida, where I'm at, South Central Florida. I'm in Wauchula near Arcadia, and I went to the rodeo Friday, and I'll be doing a video on that. So watch for it on my RVRebel Girl channel for the rodeo video, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I had a great time. But in the meantime, you know, I still am following my keto lifestyle, and I wanted to share a keto hack recipe that I watched on the Keto Twins. I really like their channel. There are two young gals from Chicago, which is my hometown, and Emily and Sarah, and they've lost over 100 pounds each. I think maybe like 150 pounds or something. They're just about at their goal weight. They're really, really pretty gals, young gals, and they're both married, and they show their keto lifestyle and their struggles that they've had staying on the keto lifestyle diet. But me being a senior citizen, I have my same struggles because I have an autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's, and it's very difficult to even lose a pound. I mean, I actually gain weight when I look at food in a magazine or watch a commercial. So I am going to try this hack that hack or a recipe. They took it's for a sweet, for a dessert. Yeah, I'm freezing cold. I'm in a Walmart parking lot right now because I am waiting to check into my RV park that I'm scheduled for through Thousand Trails. And I have to wait 7 days before I can go in a new park. So I'm waiting that out. I get to go in Monday, so I just gotta tough it out until Monday, and I might have to pull out my generator tonight because it's going down to 43. And right now I have my Jackery charging in my van. I got my van running, my Jackery charging. I got my van hooked up to the camper to keep my camper batteries charged. But I gotta say, ever since Jeff, my friend Jeff in the Keys that I saw again this year, ever since he helped me clean off my posts and everything, like Randy helped me when I was in Arizona, we did it again, and he helped me, and it's, holy cow, it's been lasting like for almost 3 days now, and that is so good. So it's still up there, I'm still good, but I just wanted to top it off to make sure. And the only reason I'll turn on the generator tonight will be so that either I can watch TV or I can get my Jackery charged up. I may not need to charge the Jackery up, but I want to get it up a little bit, so I really was going to thinking about plugging my TV into the Jackery if I could get it charged enough. I mean, gasoline is gasoline, whether I'm running the car and using it for dual purpose to keep the camper charged, or if I'm just doing it to charge up the Jackery. So let's get to this treat. It's a treat, and what it is yogurt, and you put a little sweetener in it. That's it, yogurt and sweetener, and then you mix it up, and then you put it down on a piece of parchment paper and put it in the freezer and freeze it, and it becomes like bark, like that peppermint bark. So I just happen to have this yogurt. It's Phage yogurt. It's a I bought it at, I don't know if it was Publix or what store I bought it at. I never seen this brand before, but it's all natural, non-fat Greek strained yogurt. And Faye, I'm not sure. It's 0 milk fat in here, no sugar added, and it's 5 grams of sugar, 16 protein grams, and 80 calories. Now it says that there's 5 carbs in this entire container. So you cut those up in pieces, and that's a nice little treat. I tried not to have more than 6 net grams of carbs at a meal, so that I could have 3 meals a day. And just in case so I could splurge and just have 1 meal a day, but I think it's better to at least have 3 meals a day if you can, or at least 2 meals. But this is going to be a nice dessert if it works out. A lot of potassium, and I've always had a problem with low potassium. I bruise. When you bruise a lot, I think that's got to do with your potassium. So But I did have once when I was sick and in the hospital, they said my potassium was really low, and they gave me potassium through the IV. Oh my God, that stuff burns. It burns through your veins. Burns your veins. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to fix this up, and we'll see. Because I'm going to use confectioner's sugar, because I think it'll blend better with the yogurt. The Swerve Confectioner Ultimate Sugar Replacement. That's what we're going to do. I'll show you. So it's got this nice little piece of paper over the top of it. Fancy schmancy. There it is. Yep. Let's put it in our bowl. I'm using paper plates because I'm boondocking. Okay, so I got my little stand set up here. Yes, camping is not always glamorous, so you know, I hope you'll. I like to like pour off some of that little water on the top. You know, I use my cutting board fits right over my sink, which gives me extra counter space. You know, gluten free, all natural. Greek yogurt. Here's the name of it. Right there. No GMOs. And it says that this one container is 1 serving. Serving size is 1 container. Right there. So it's only 5 carbs for this whole container. And we're not going to eat a whole container. We're going to make it into a dessert, you know. So I'm going to just stir it up a little bit. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon. I'm going to start with that. Because if it needs more, I'll give it more. The only thing is you don't want to eat up all your yogurt, testing it. They say that this is better than ice cream. And I love my keto ice cream. You know that. And they put strawberries on there, and they put nuts on there, and they put chocolate on there. But let's see. I'm going to just, since I'm the only one eating, I'm going to taste it with my finger. Oh, it needs more sugar. Do you? I'm going to put 3 measured teaspoons. Whoops. I know that's going to be plenty. I'm going to stick this parchment paper on here. Yeah, I could probably cut it. It would look better, but you know, I'm thinking to myself, you know, self, what do you think? Should we flavor it a little bit more? I mean, I'm not going to put strawberries in there, you know. But I think I'm going to make it a little tasty. So this is a 1/8 of a teaspoon. 1/8 of a teaspoon. I hope it's not too much. Whoops. Since I spilled some, I'm not going to put a whole bunch in there either. There's 1/8 of a teaspoon of mint extract in there. Mint. Mix that in. I like to clean up as I go along because, you know, I really don't have much space here. Ooh, ooh, I can smell the mint. Yum, 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 yum. Reminds me of the Shamrock Shakes. Ugh, don't get me there. I haven't been to McDonald's in months. Probably over, oh God, a long, long time. But even though, I mean, I did go in there for coffee. But, let's make it a little green. Why not? What do you say? Okay, I'm going to put like, oops, that was a big drop, but green is green. Okay. And then I'm going to mix that up. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Let's taste it. Oh, yum. It's good. They saw a regular recipe and they keto-tized it, you know? And that's what I like to do. I like to keto-tize it. Change it and make it a keto recipe. And then they took and just spread it around in their dish. or they're pan, whatever they did on their parchment paper. Mint chocolate chips. Lily's mint baking chocolate chips. Yep. And these have no sugar in them. 26 chips. Now, are you going to count 26 chips? Yes. Just drop them around here. Some of them are stuck together. And if you want to, you can actually like grate them so they'll like be just shavings, or you can do it like this, you know. Chop some pecans just for shits and giggles. I won't put them all over the place. Okay, so last night I made this late night, and it needs to, you know, it had to be frozen. So I froze it and it's all done. Let's see how it tastes. It's the bark. Maybe I should cut it up. So I got about 11 pieces out of this. It wasn't easy to cut. I had to actually break it with my hands. 11 pieces. Let's see how it tastes. Do the taste test. Let's check it out. It's all done. The bark. It's St. Patty's Day. Keto bark. To make it green for St. Patty's Day. Yum, it's good. Nice. Okay. So I have 10 pieces. I ate one. They're really good. It's a little cold. So you really just can't bite it with your teeth, you know what I mean? It's cold. You kind of gotta bite it and then kind of just let it be on your tongue and kind of let it. Like if you're eating an ice cream bar. Because you really don't bite ice cream. You know? It's really cold. A nice treat. I'm going to put it in a plastic baggie and put it in the freezer. I'm going to figure out the carbs in it based on the numbers from yesterday, because I added the chocolate and I added the pecans, and I'll have some for later. Total of 7 carbs divided by 10 pieces is less than 1 carb a piece. Yum yum, go keto. You're probably thinking to yourself, what the heck is she making now? You know? Well, it looks like a mess, doesn't it? But I just put 1 egg in this bowl. I put a few chopped onions. Okay, yeah, I got Parmesan, and I have mozzarella, and I got hot dogs, and I got peppers, and I got some more cut onions, but this is what I'm doing. Okay, a lot of people don't eat meat on Friday during Lent or leading up to Easter, so there's no meat Friday. I know you see a hot dog there, and it is an all beef hot dog, but that's for something else, because it's not actually, today is not actually Friday, so I can eat a hot dog if I want. But I'm going to make you a pepper and egg sandwich. Now, normally, you know, this is a tradition in Chicago or in Italian neighborhoods. We have pepper and eggs on Fridays because you can't eat meat. And so I'm going to make you pepper and eggs. I like a little bit of heat. I love my Tabasco, so I put some Tabasco in there. Okay? And we're going to make pepper and egg with no bread. First, I'm going to scramble my eggs and onion. I know I said peppers, but just hang in there and wait. There will be peppers, I promise. Okay, I used a I used a 1/4 of a cup of some fresh tomato basil with fresh garlic, olive oil, spices, parsley. Nothing else is in there. That's it. But it does have some carbs in it. So 1/2 of a cup is a serving size, and that has, let's see what it says. It says it has 5 carbs minus 2 grams of fiber, so that would puts it down to 3 carbs in it. But we didn't use a half a cup, we only used a quarter. So we're gonna say 1.5 carbs in this spaghetti gravy, or tomato basil gravy. And this is made in Brooklyn, New York. It's Michael's of Brooklyn. I haven't tried it before, but so I put that on top of the egg mixture, and here we go. I've got peppers and eggs with red gravy on it, spaghetti gravy, pasta gravy on it, zugu, whatever you call it. Everybody calls it something different. And we're gonna put that off to the side since it's all cooked. You can see it's actually steaming. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of it in my little small cooking area. We're gonna put that to the side right now because now we're going to heat up our peppers. So I cut up the I had a big pepper. I cut it in half. And then what I did was I cut it in half again this way. Cut it in half, I cut it in half again this way after I cleaned it all up. And then because I'm going to be able to make that be my bread, my sandwich, yeah. And so it's in here in 2 pieces, and I have a little water in there it's drinking water, spring water, that I mixed with a little bit of that, like a tablespoon or teaspoon, kitchen teaspoon of the red sauce that I put on top of the eggs, just to create a little moisture so that we could get those to cook up a little bit. We don't want them to be real hard and crunchy, but we want them to be crunchy but cooked, a little cooked, softened up. So we're gonna get that ready, because then we're gonna fill that pepper, eggs and onions, with pasta sauce on it, and then we're gonna put some Parmesan and mozzarella cheese. It's easier to eat, I think, if it's crunchy, because then you might be able to hold it. We're gonna see if we can hold it, but even if you can't, you can cut it. Okay, I had to work really fast, so I put the pepper and egg mixture inside each of those quarters of the pepper. I have my heat really low. Let's take a look. It's pretty low. I just raised it a little bit, but because I don't want the peppers to burn, and I basically want it to melt, the cheese to melt from the steam. But I still want a little bit of crunch still left in that pepper. Anyway, okie doke, look at this. Isn't it look great? I still have this half of the pepper, and I'm going to make pepper dogs. Pepper dogs. I love hot dogs and can't have a bun, so I'm going to use the pepper. That's right. So here we go. This is 1 egg, which is 0.6 carbs. Cheese, the amount of cheese on there is going to be less than a carb, but we'll round it up to 1 carb. And I'll have to look up the pepper, but you're talking about maybe a little meal here. Let's see how it tastes. Let me cut it up. I was just going to eat it like a pepper and egg sandwich, but it was a little too warm, so I'm going to have to do the fork thing. Oops. Here we go. Oh my God, it's so good like this. And we don't really miss the bread. But here you go. Let's see. I'm in Walmart camping mode. I'm in the Walmart parking lot. So let's taste it out. Oh my God. For you Chicagoans who are on keto and you like peppers and egg sandwiches, that's the way to go. Stay tuned. We'll eat our pepper dogs. I'm gonna finish this one. Look at this. Wow. Oh, yum. And I like this this gravy, this red gravy. It's good. I bought it down in in Fort Myers at the Publix. I don't know if they'll have it at home where I'm at, but yum yum. Stay tuned for the next one. Okay, so what I did was I put a little water in my pan, and I put this right in there right after I pulled out the peppers and the eggs, because I wanted to use up that pepper, but I wanted to do it all in one video, so I'm making it today. And I didn't need, all I had was a little bit of breakfast. So here we go. I made my Nathan's hot dogs, and what I did with the hot dogs was I cut the hot dogs in half, and then I sliced them in half again, so they would fit inside my pepper. And I put a little water in my frying pan, and I heated them up. Well, when they get hot, they start to curl because they're all beef, and there's no pork or anything in there. Of course, this is not for a Friday during Lent. This is just to get your hot dog fix, you know, because I need a hot dog fix. I love my Vienna hot dogs, but there's no my Gene and Jude's hot dogs, my Portillo's hot dogs, but I can't have them because of the bread. I do miss the bread, but I feel better without it. So I put some mustard on there, and of course I cannot eat a hot dog without onions. So this one is going to be crunchy. Now, because I did not cook the pepper, it's because we like crunch, right? I'm going to eat it just like that. Oh, good. That is so good. You want sport pepper, hot peppers on there? You can put hot peppers on there. You want pickly relish in there? You can put relish in there. I like that. I had mustard on my nose, but I like it. We got pepper dogs, egg dogs, and peppers and eggs. Yum. This is great, and it's all keto. You don't have to have bread.